I should have known something was off the moment I stepped out of my car. The air felt heavy, thick with something unspoken. The parking lot outside the venue was packed, more cars than I expected. My wife Emily had insisted on throwing me a birthday party. I never liked grand celebrations, but she had been so adamant, so sweet about it. "It's just a small gathering," she had said, brushing her fingers through my hair the night before. "You deserve this, love." I had believed her. So, with a hopeful smile, I walked through the glass doors ready to be surprised. And I was just not in the way I had expected. Hanging across the ballroom, bold and cruel, was a massive banner. "Farewell Party." At first, I thought it was a mistake. Maybe a joke. Maybe another event happening alongside mine. But then I saw the table. A single white envelope. A signed divorce paper. And my luggage neatly packed and waiting for me. Like a stray dog left on the curb, Emily stood in the center of the room, surrounded by her family, her friends, people I had once called my own. She was wearing the navy blue dress I had bought her for our anniversary. Her blonde hair curled in waves, her lips painted a shade to red for the occasion. She smiled, but it wasn't the smile of a wife. It was the smile of a woman who had already moved on. "Your job is done," she said coldly. "Leave now." Silence strangled the room. My heart slowed, then sped up, then stopped altogether. My fingers curled into my palms, nails biting into my skin. The weight of humiliation crushed down on me. I glanced around faces I had once trusted, loved. Emily's father, the man who had called me son. Her mother, who had held my hands at our wedding, whispering, "Take care of her." Even my best man, Michael, stood their eyes avoiding mine. They all knew they had planned this. A slow, sharp breath dragged through my lungs. My eyes burned, but I refused to let them see me break. "Is this funny to you?" My voice was steady, but I could taste the blood from biting my tongue. Emily scoffed, arms crossing. "No, this is justice." "Justice," I repeated, laughing bitterly. For what? Her eyes narrowed. Her lips curling. For wasting my years. For being a burden. For not being enough. I felt it then, the sharp sting of betrayal, cutting deeper than any wound. The love I had given, the sacrifices, the nights making sure she never felt alone at all, nothing. I wasn't her husband. I was a project. A project she had now discarded. But something inside me cracked, then shifted. A realization, slow and searing. They wanted me broken. They wanted me to leave with my head down, to carry this humiliation like a noose around my neck. No, I straightened my shoulders and then I smiled. I leaned in, voice dropping to a whisper. "Then let's start the real farewell party." And that was the moment their nightmare began. I walked past the divorce papers, past the luggage. I grabbed a glass of champagne from the table, raising it high. "To new beginnings," I declared, my voice echoing. Murmurs rippled through the crowd. Confusion flickered across their faces. Emily's smug confidence faltered. "What the hell are you doing?" she snapped. I took a slow sip, then set the glass down with a deliberate clink. "Celebrating? You did all this planning for me after all." Then turning to the crowd, I grinned. "You all want me gone, right? You think I'm done? Useless. A waste of time," I chuckled. "Well, let's talk about that." I turned toward Emily's father. "Mr. Sinclair, remember when you begged me for that loan to save your company?" I tilted my head. "That money you never paid back." His face drained of color. "Or you, Mrs. Sinclair," I continued, my eyes landing on Emily's mother. "That little incident last summer. The one you didn't want your husband to know about." I let the words hang. watching her grip the chair for support. Gasps rippled through the room. Emily's hands clenched into fists. "You're bluffing," she hissed. I pulled out my phone, scrolling for a moment, before turning the screen to face her. A single text thread. Her messages. Her affairs. Her breath hitched. You hacked my phone," she whispered. I smirked. "Number? You were just too careless." Emily's face twisted with rage. "You think this changes anything? You're still pathetic. Still alone." I took a step closer, lowering my voice. "Number, Emily? I'm free." A slow realization dawned in her eyes. The power she thought she held was slipping. I turned toward the crowd. "Enjoy your party," I said, grabbing my keys from the table. "You planned it for me, after all." I strode toward the door, but before I left, I paused. "Oh, and by the way." I glanced back at Emily, my smile widening. "That account you've been siphoning money into frozen." She went rigid. What she choked out, I winked. Happy farewell. Then I walked out, leaving her world in flames. The night air hit me like a breath of life. I stood still for a moment, the silence outside deafening after the chaos inside. I had walked into that room expecting love. I had walked out with freedom. And for the first time in years, I smiled. A real, genuine smile. This wasn't an ending. It was a beginning. And this time, it was on my terms. The real farewell party had just begun.